Okay, now we're going to talk about how to find the length of a line segment. Okay, now we're going to talk about how to find the length of a line segment. Okay, everybody look at the board. Okay, so I go back to this line, the line AB. The coordinate of point A is 1, 1. The coordinate of B is 5, 4. Okay, so can you tell me? Look at this triangle point C. Okay, A, B, C. So the coordinate of point C is 5, 1. Okay, can you tell me now what is the length of BC? Everybody, length of BC is 3. Very good. 4 minus 1 we have 3. Right? So what is the length of AC? What is the length of AC? How do you get 4? 5 minus 1. So this is 4 units. So this is 3 units. Over here, triangle ABC. A horizontal line and a vertical line always intersect to form how many degrees angle? 90 degrees. So what we see here, my dear, is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle ABC. Based on what you learned in Set 2. Okay, it was introduced to you a particular theorem that allows you to find the length of AB. Can you recall what is that theorem, 3C? What's that theorem? Pythagoras, and you are so smart, I tell you. You are telling the whole world how smart you are. Very good. It's called the Pythagoras Theorem, right? So, can you state for me, if I use a triangle, so this is let this be A, this is B, this is B, this is C. Okay, so this is little C, this is little A, this is little B. Okay, in case you don't know, we always denote the points of a triangle using capital letters. We always denote the length opposite the points using small alphabets. You all realize that? So this point A is little A, point B little B, point C little c. Okay, tell me what does the Pythagoras theorem states. Go! Everybody!
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Very good. Hold on. A squared plus B squared equals to C squared. Okay, girls, that is not what I'm asking you. Okay? I asked you, what does the Pythagoras theorem state? Listen, girls. I didn't ask what is the formula of the Pythagoras theorem. The formula you have just given to me, right? C squared equals A squared plus B squared. This is the formula of Pythagoras theorem. That's the formula. But what does the Pythagoras theorem, when it was taught during Set 2, what did your teacher say? What does the Pythagoras theorem state? It states that the square of the hypo is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. Correct? This was what your teacher taught you. Can you all remember? Yes, what adjacent one. Can you remember? Okay, so watch here. Everybody, which side is the hypotenuse? I'm a Hokkien, I pronounce it hypotenuse. I think the correct pronunciation is hypotenuse. I don't know to sound funny on the video. So I'll just say hypo, okay? I'll just say one time. Okay, so which part is the hypotenuse? Which part? It is the C, right? Okay, how do you call it hypo for short? So how do you recognize that this is the hypo? Longer side, very good. It is also the side that is directly opposite the 90 degrees angle. The side that is opposite the 90 degrees angle is always the longer side. We call it hypo. So what does the Pythagoras theorem state? It states that the square of the hypo is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. Okay, so the formula is C squared equals to A squared plus B squared. Everybody okay? So can you tell me, within a blink of an eye, what is the length of AB? Ready, go! 5, right? So the length of AB will be equals to, so AB is equals to, you apply this, so this is your 3 squared plus 4 squared. This will be square root 25. This will be 5 units. Am I correct? Everybody with me? Everybody with me? So the length of AB is equal to 5 units. Right? 5 units. I will just sidetrack a little right now. Can anybody tell me 3, 4, and 5, these are magic numbers. There's a name given to this. Can you recall what name is it? It's known as the 3, 4, 5. It's known as the Pythagoras triplets. Got here before or not? Never? Oh, you don't know? Okay. Pythagoras triplets. 3, 4, the hypo must be 5. Another Pythagoras triplets. 6, 8, 6, 8, the hypo must be what?
7.
Oh, you. What, good try, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7. No. I just told you the hypo is the longest side, right? Correct now? Okay, watch here. If this A, this is B, C is the hypo, so this is the hypo. Okay? So, watch, everyone watch. You must know all this. 3, 4, hypo is 5. 6, 8. Can this be 7? Can this be 7? No. It doesn't make sense, right? It must be the longest side, right? So, it is, anybody know? 10. 6, 8, 10. Another Pythagoras triplets are 5, 12, 30. Yeah. You put your calculator. 5 square plus 12 square, then you score the answer. Another one, 7, 24, 25. Yeah, you must know all these Pythagoras triplets. It's very, very common. We use them almost all the time. Okay? So you must know all these numbers by heart. It will be useful for you. Okay? Yeah? Okay. Can I continue? Okay. Take your time to copy down all this first. Whatever you need, you copy down first. Okay, now we're going to turn the whole entire concept, instead of just using numbers, we're going to turn into algebra. Okay? So over here, point A, I let it be x2, y2. Coordinate of point B is x1, y1. Okay, the same coordinates that we used earlier. So the coordinate of point C, so since it's x1, coordinate of point C, the x coordinate must be x1. The coordinate of, the y coordinate of C must be y2, based on this diagram. Okay? Okay, now I want you to tell me algebraically, what is the length of BC? Just now you have 3, right? You just took 4 minus 1, am I correct? So now, how do I find the length of BC in algebraic form? y1 minus? Very good. y1 minus y2. Correct, right? So, my dear, this is your vertical change. y1 minus y2. Okay? So, what is my horizontal change? My horizontal change will be x1 minus x2, right? x1 minus x2. That will give me my horizontal change. Correct? Yes or no? So just now this was 3, this was 4. Remember how we get 4? 5 minus 1. So it was 4. But now we have everything in algebraic form. So now if you were to turn the whole thing, okay, into a formula. Okay, formula. What is the length of AB? Just now we used Pythagoras Theorem. We took 3 square plus 4 square and then we square root the whole thing. Am I correct? So by applying the Pythagoras Theorem, we will have the vertical change, which is y1 minus y2 bracket square plus your x1 minus x2 bracket square. Then we have to square root the whole thing. So this is just finding the length of a line segment using Pythagoras Theorem. But for remembering sake, we always remember, like alphabets, we always remember x, y, z. So in this case, we remember it as x1 minus x2 bracket square plus y1 minus y2 bracket square. Okay? They are the same. It doesn't matter you use this one or this one. But y1 minus y2 bracket square plus x1 minus x2 bracket square, or use x1 minus x2 bracket square plus y1 minus, it doesn't matter, they are the same. But for convenience sake, we all remember the second one. So this is the formula for finding the length of the line segment. Everybody okay? Okay, now we're going to talk about the last segment of this chapter. Okay, the equation of a non-vertical straight line. Okay, so when it was introduced to you in lower set, okay, it was revealed to you as what we call the gradient intercept form. Can everybody tell me? Okay, let's chorus together. what is the equation of a non-vertical straight line? What is the gradient intercept form? What is it? It is y equals to mx plus c. Very good. This is known as y equals to mx plus c. Okay, this is commonly known as the gradient intercept form. So every time when we say gradient intercept form, what we meant is actually y equals mx plus c. Is that alright? Okay, so the m here represents something. What does the m represent? M represents the loud and clear. Gradient. Thank you. Thank you for being so loud. Okay, this is the gradient. The c is known as the y-intercept. Very good. The value of the y-intercept, where the graph cuts the y-axis. Okay, where the straight line cuts the y-axis, we call it the y-intercept. So far, so good. Okay, if I were to give you draw xy axis here, xy axis, origin. So I draw a line. Let's say this point is 2. Okay, I tell you up front, the gradient of this line is 3. So can you tell me what is the equation of the line AB? What is the equation of the line AB? The equation of AB is, everybody can tell me, is y equals to 3x, because the gradient is 3x, so 3x plus 2. Because the y-intercept is 2, so y equals to 3x plus 2. Okay, so this is known as the gradient intercept form. Everybody with me? Yes? Okay, now we try to consolidate your understanding. So let's take a look at this question. If you are given that point A is and point B is 1, 1 and 5, 4 respectively, it means this is point A, this is point B. So I'll give you 1 minute now to try to find for me what is the equation of the line AB. 1 minute, please begin. Okay, let's run through the solution now. How do we find the equation of the line AB? We know that over here, this is a non-vertical straight line. So a non-vertical straight line must take the form of y equals to what? What's the gradient intercept form? Y equals to mx plus c. So to find the equation of the line AB, I need to find 2 things. Can you tell me what's the first thing I must find? I must find gradient. The second thing I must find is y-intercept, which is your little c. So to find the value of the gradient, everybody, can you tell me what did you do? How do you find the gradient of AB? Gradient of AB equals to formula. What's the formula, everybody? Y1 minus Y2, loud and clear, over x1 minus x2. So in this case, we have let's say 1 minus 4 over 1 minus 5. So this is negative 3 over negative 4. This is equal to 3 over 4. So the gradient of AB is 3/4, right? So this will be y equals to 3/4 x plus c. Yay! So are we done? Are we done? No, we are not done. We still need to find one last thing, which is find little c, right? So now can you tell me, how do I find the value of little c? Substitute coordinate of either point A or point B, plug it inside the equation to find little c. Why? Because you were taught this in a lower sec. If a point were to lie on a line, it must always satisfy the equation. Okay, I repeat, if a point lies on a line, it must always satisfy the equation. That means you sub x equals to 1, y equals 1 with the equation, it must balance. You sub x equals to 5, y equals to 4 into the equation, it must balance. So this is a strategy that we take to find the value of little c. So in this case, let's say I choose, so when x is 1, y is 1, I sub it in. So 1 equals to 3/4 times 1 plus c. So 1 minus 3/4, so c is equals to 1/4. So therefore the equation of AB is y is equals to everybody, is equals to 3/4 x plus 1/4. So this is the equation of AB. That's it. Everybody okay? Okay? Okay, notice so far, I've only been talking about non-vertical straight line. Okay, remember, the general equation of a non-vertical straight line takes the form of y equals to mx plus c. I repeat, the equation of a non-vertical straight line takes the form of y equals to mx plus c. Question is, what about the equation of vertical line? Just now was non-vertical straight line, now we're talking about vertical straight line. Vertical straight line. Okay, so over here, we have already discussed this earlier. What is the gradient of a vertical line? It is undefined. Remember? The gradient of a vertical line is undefined. So we know since the m value which is the gradient, okay, y equal mx plus c, right? This value here, the m, is undefined. We cannot use this for vertical straight line. So the equation of a vertical straight line will be x equals to, in this case, x equals to a, where a is the x-intercept. So if I want to ask you, what's the equation of PQ? Equation of PQ. It will be x equals to, what's the x-intercept value? 3. So x equals 3. Is this simple? The equation of EF, it is x equals to minus 2. So this is the equation of EF, x equals to minus 2, just like that. Everybody okay?